Sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. How's
What up?
everybody
What up?
today? It's your boy Wildcard Mar in the building. I got the big homie Nick Shine with me. Detroit Mail. I think he's working at 7-Eleven with Apu now. I guess whenever he decides to pop in and stop counting quarters and pennies and selling
He's
Slurpees,
at
he'll join
he's
in
at
with us.
Quickie Mart.
Exactly. He's at the quickie mark, but y'all know what it is, man. Tap in with us with all the social media on the bottom of the screen. We got an hour, so we just gonna get straight into it, man. I gotta say this, man.
I had to change his name.
Apu,
The Simpsons.
hey, Apu.
What up, though?
Why you come to the Quickie Mart?
Welcome to the quickie
Dude,
mark.
let me.
Man, like I
Oh,
said,
you darkish still.
I can't.
He's gonna get
y'all
fired
know-
in 20 minutes.
I know he's gonna get fired in 20 minutes. For sure.
20 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all know where to find us, man. Like I said, it's all the social media on the bottom, man. Let's get into it, man. Here we are, week 6, man. I feel like we're flying through this NFL season, man. Like, can it slow down?
It always happens. It takes forever to get here, and then it goes by in like the blink of an eye, right?
Like, goodness, can it slow down? Like, come on, it's already we're already mid-October.
It's like losing your virginity. You wait your whole life for it, and then it's over in seconds.
Hey, man, I wasn't ready for that one. I was not ready for that one. I mean, but hey, man, things happen. Things happen. So let's get into it. Let's get into our top 10 teams that we think are some of the best teams in the league right now. I don't think there's no argument at number 1. I think that's fair to say.
In the class of their own.
Yeah,
they might not lose this year. They're that good. They don't suffer any catastrophic injuries. They are not losing this year. Quote me.
They'll lose. It's the NFL. They'll lose a game or two.
Yeah, they'll lose a game or two. It is not going to be, but like you said, barring injury, which is another thing that always scares me when it's the 49ers,
right.
and things like that. So take care of that, and I think Hey,
by now you've seen the injury. Might be good. Might be a good omen.
Yeah, but to Nick's point, if you're talking about if they stay
healthy, Nick's point.
No, I'm just saying if they stay healthy, I mean you can't take undefeated off the table. You can't. At least
I agree.
I would love to see the team that can line up against that fully healthy 49. And they've had some ding-ups. I.O.W's been out. I.O.W didn't finish a game. They've been the usual suspects are starting to rear their heads, but it's nothing serious so far. But I'd be very impressed with a team who can line up man-to-man and beat the 49ers.
Yeah.
I mean, the Eagles have a shot, and the Seahawks. Those are the only ones that I see that.
Yeah.
What was the first thing you say? I hear the first thing I heard Seahawks. What else you say?
Eagles.
They play the Eagles in like
Eagles. Okay. Yeah, but Eagles' offense ain't really looking too strong, man. It hasn't looking like that powerful like it did last year.
They are susceptible to being beat Sunday. But teaser.
I can't. But let me say this though. So if we all got 49ers at 1, who you guys got at number 2? Because I got Eagles at number 2.
I got Eagles at number 2.
What about you, Nikki?
I got the Chiefs.
Really?
I just think that they're dinged up. They weren't fully loaded when the season started with Jones being out. And there's something to be said about teams that find ways to win, even if it's with the help of the officials week in and week out. You can't deny it, bro. It's getting ridiculous. You can't even roll your eyes at it, man. You have to just flat out say, you know what? There is some blatant shit going on, and we can't deny it.
Now they're the Boston Celtics of the NFL.
No. He's gonna say, "Oh, they're the new Patriots." Yeah, go ahead and say it. This is ridiculous.
I know, but I didn't want to hate you guys.
No,
But
you
the
don't
league
have to hate us. Don't no, because this what we're not gonna do. What we're not gonna do as football fans is keep blaming refs for certain teams that lose and certain teams that win. We're not gonna do this. Like that's loser mentality. That's crap.
How do you pick up 3 penalties on one
Bro,
play? How do you, 3 different penalties? They were just like, no, nothing happened here. Magic trick. They're gone.
Refs suck regardless of any uniform. They suck.
Yes, but that's really
I agree.
you saw Sunday.
Refs suck regardless of what
Agreed.
uniform, whatever game it is. So
there are bad calls. I agree with you 100%. There are bad calls where we're all like, I shouldn't have called that one, ticky-tack. But you don't see 3 penalties by one team get picked up and all watched away. You got to admit, you have not seen that before, dude.
There's been plenty of times that, come on, we can talk about how the Lions got hosed in a playoff game by the Cowboys and the refs. Is that not fair?
Flags on one play where all 3 are blatant penalties, and they're just like, no, none of them happened.
But I'm saying your definition of a blatant penalty is going to be different from what they're being told to ref. That's
the point. Thank you. That's the point. You're being told to help them out.
Well, we can't do that. That's not helping them out. The refs are the refs. The refs suck regardless of whatever team it is. Like that. They get.
That's a bigger point, though. I do think that's a bigger point. It's the refs suck in general.
Yeah.
And because they suck, sometimes. Oh, let me finish. Because they suck, sometimes when they go with a better team, it seems to fall more in that better team's favor. Now, whether or not you can say the refs are doing it because it's the Chiefs, because it's what certain team, that's something remains to be seen. But when a better team is playing, because the referees suck, it seems to lean more towards that better team. I think that's a better way to say it than try to say the refs are doing it on purpose.
Yeah, I can rock with that.
That's ugly. That breakdown of that final Minnesota call, man. All 3 of them being picked up.
But here's my deal. You're not an official. I'm not an official. All these people putting these videos out, they are conspiracy theorists who are not officials. So it's like we gotta stop trying to think. We gotta stop thinking we're officials. We're not. We're all fans. We can all have an opinion.
I'll ask you this: as a fan, have you ever seen 3 penalties against one team on one play? All get washed away.
Whether it's 1, whether it's 2, whether it's 3, it don't matter. The refs suck at all points and times. Like they do. They just do.
You're right.
Like
sometimes they suck for one team, and then sometimes they caress the balls of another while sucking. Sometimes they give a little bit extra. And that 3 calls all going away, that is just blatant again. It's blatant. I mean, listen, I know it's your team benefiting from it, but I don't think there's any harm in just saying, yo, that's some shady shit. It doesn't condemn you. It doesn't condemn your team. They're not the ones doing it.
The refs do it for just about any and everybody. But the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, we can't stop. We got to stop blaming refs for whether a team won or lost. There's 60 minutes to be played. If your team is heavy on the penalties, that's your team's fault. If your team is heavy on the turnovers, that's your team's fault. Like we got to stop blaming stuff on refs. Like, to me, that's corny. And like that's loser mentality. So, I mean,
so you can't even say something looks shady about the last 2 weeks at all. You can't even like you're not going to jail if you admit it. Like, you can't say something's up right now and it don't look on the up and up.
The shady part is people who don't officiate trying to come up with conspiracy theories as if they're officials.
I'll take that as a goddamn Nick's right, but I won't give it to him.
That's not a Nick right. The fact of the matter is that refs suck. We can't blame refs.
Agreed.
Yeah, but hold on. It's 60 minutes to be played. If your team,
correct,
if your team has sucked for 59 minutes of it, don't be mad that you quote unquote got screwed in the last minute. No,
I don't know how you sucked if you're down 1 score. I don't know how you sucked.
That wasn't
you're down 1 score with 4 minutes left.
Again, the context of the game, we'll keep it moving because that wasn't the Chiefs were dominating that game.
For those keeping track at home, it's 2 weeks in a row now I get called in the question. And then we'll see what happens tonight. Please don't let the freaking Denver Broncos beat you. Please. I don't want to deal because they'll come out of the woodwork tonight.
What the Broncos fans come out of the woodwork?
They've been waiting, dude. They're sitting in the barn. just
they're looking
picking
for
up on the horse, waiting for something.
because they're looking for something to celebrate. I mean, that team's pretty much god awful garbage right now. I mean,
I didn't expect it to be this bad. I expected bad with Peyton, but I didn't expect this bad.
hey, okay, so let's talk about that. I got to be honest.
Wait, let's fly through the rankings, and then
Okay,
we'll
you're
get to all the
right.
Let's.
All right,
We're
so
excited. We haven't been on in a while. A little bit of ADD going on right now.
All right, so number one,
baseball.
so number one, 49ers agreement. There's no difference.
I got the Chiefs at 2 because the Eagles haven't impressed me very much. They've been turning the ball over. They're not doing what they did last year. They're not looking like an elite team.
No, that's fair.
They're talented. They're dinged up. Carter might be out Sunday. No, Kobe Dean's already out. Slade didn't practice today either. So they're not at full strength. So I don't think there's anything wrong with bumping them down a spot or two.
Which I feel you. Just me personally, I got Eagles at number 2 because they are still undefeated. I know that defense, like you said, they are having some injuries, but they have been kind of coming in a little bit together, playing a little bit better on the defensive side. I'm still waiting on the offense to get right. You know, they're living and dying by that tush push like hell so much so far this season. That's a little concerning that you got to keep going with the tush push quarterback sneak so often in the first few weeks. That's a little concerning. But I got them at number 2 just because they're undefeated. Number 3.
That's fine. There's nothing atrocious about that.
Number 3, I actually got the Detroit Lions at number 3. And the reason I got Detroit Lions at number 3 is because they're just playing damn good football. Say what you want. I mean, every time I doubt them, they make me look silly as hell. So I'm done doubting the Lions. I think they're for real.
Every time I doubt you, I make you look silly as hell too. Bang bang.
Anyway, they go in the Arrowhead, they go in the Lambeau. You go into 2 historic places that are really tough to play, and you dominate. I mean, what else do you say about the Lions that I think can't be said? Just the Lions look good. Who you got number 3?
I got the Lions.
Really?
I like what they're doing. I like the way they're moving the ball around. They did it last week without Gibbs. Montgomery looks like a freaking stud. I mean, I'm sure fans of teams we have behind them would argue, but
yeah, they can argue.
They've looked really good. They've looked very, very good. I know
they can argue with their
loss, but they corrected things that the reason that they lost. They're coaching well. They're playing well. Both sides of the ball. Hutchinson's coming on. They look really, really good.
Nah, for real.
They got a different unsung hero every week, and that's always a sign of a good team. You know, some of them dressed in uniform, and some other teams have the guys wearing zebra.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, so but hold on. Here's the only thing that kind of scares me with the Lions, and correct me if I'm wrong, Detroit Mel.
Right.
I love the aggressiveness of Dan Campbell for always going for it on 4th down sometimes and going for a fake punch. I like it. Sometimes, maybe it's in a certain
sometimes questionable.
Well, that's what I'm saying. In a certain situations of the games, it's like, dog, don't Mario Crystal ball us, bro.
I don't bring that up.
Don't Mario Crystal ball us, dog. Come on, man. There's sometimes where I feel like he damn near is going to give up a game because he wants to be a little bit risky sometimes. Is that fair to say?
I agree with that. But I forgot which game it was. It's one time he had went for it. I want to say it was on their own 30. I'm like, no, there's in the on the other team's 30. It's like, take the points, bro. Just take the points. You don't know how close, because first the game was looking close. And you don't know how close this game gonna be. The 3 points might be needed, and they got stopped. But they opened up in the second half and actually kind of blew it open, so it worked out. But you go against, like we spoke about the 49ers, because the way it's looking, if they continue on this thing, you're gonna have to see the 49ers, you're gonna have to see the Eagles, one of those 2 teams, and those games gonna be closer. They're not gonna be 42, to 24 or 30, whatever it is. They're not gonna be those blowout games.
I hear you.
So that's the only thing I worry about.
Yeah,
that's my only dangerous, right? It's like getting a girlfriend who's a perfect 10 or driving that brand new car off the lot. It's perfect until it's not.
Yeah, there you go.
And it get ugly really quick. You know, that
That's a
makeup comes off.
perfect example.
Somebody dings your car in the parking lot at ShopRite. Shit can turn ugly.
Like motherfucker.
So you're
I
living
had,
on the edge.
I
And
had that happen too. Ride car the lot. You go park it somewhere, come back, big old ding. You like motherfucker.
Damn.
Or it rains. You got it nice and shined up. Got the chrome looking all nice and smooth, and it fucking rain.
Damn, ain't that something? Number 4. I got Chiefs at number 4. I just
good Eagles.
Yeah, let me say this because I'm about to get accustomed. I'm gonna put the phone down for a second. I think I would put the Chiefs at 3 and the Lions at 4.
okay.
And I explain why, but I come back and explain why. I'm let handle this customer quick.
Yeah. Do you think? I would just put Chiefs at 4 just because, for obvious reasons, they're not undefeated. They have been showing some signs of, I don't know how they're, kind of crazy how their wide receiver working's not it's not clicking yet all the way with Patrick Mahomes, and that scares me. Well, not necessarily scares me, is because I think they're I saw the stat somewhere. They're pretty much getting the same usage rate out of the wide receiver group as they did last year about the same time of the season. It's just like, come on, at this point, like, you got to show some type of signs that you can do more than just Travis Kelce. That's the only thing that I'm more concerned about. But I'm not 100% freaked out yet, just because the defense has been doing a fantastic job of actually, playing well. So I'm not gonna hate on it too bad. Who you got in number 4, Nick?
Oh, 4? I had the Eagles.
Yeah. Oh, Eagles. Okay. Yeah. Self-explanatory. Makes sense. Jump back in here, Mel. You said you got Chiefs at 4, right? Or
Yeah,
Eagles?
I think so if you're doing an assessment of from beginning of the season to now, I can see you going Lions number 3, but I think the Chief pedigree, I can't put them under 3.
Yeah. I
You know what I'm
understand.
saying?
Yeah. I understand that.
And the Lions have still, they're playing well. My team.
And just like all the women that he once loved, he loses them.
Blackout.
Oh, but no. But let's move on. We'll wait for Mel. We'll keep it moving. When he'll get back. 5. I got Dolphins. At 5. A little sketchy at the defensive part a little bit. Hey, I know what they did against Denver, but then they couldn't come nowhere close to following up against Buffalo, better team. So it's like, that putting 70 points looked good against Broncos, but when you couldn't move the ball, pretty much after the second quarter against Buffalo, that kind of says what I'm, what team really are you? Who you got 5?
I got Bills at 5.
Okay.
I get the Bills at 5. Dolphins going with Armstead being out. Akane, the running back. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but he's out for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
A-Chain.
Yeah, he's gonna be out for a minute.
I gave him a little Native American twist. I just hate saying his last name because first Rodgers, now Elijah Vera Tucker, Achilles, Akane. I'm a chain. All right, I won't even say the sound anymore. It's upsetting. But then I got the Dolphins right after them, so I got Bills, Dolphins.
Okay. 6. Who you got at 6?
Dolphins. I had Bills 5, Dolphins 6. Got
you. And that's self-explanatory. I got Seahawks at 6. Only because they coming off the bye. I think that Seahawks are still a good team. I think the Seahawks are probably the only team that could possibly, in that division for sure, give the 49ers a run. Conference-wise, maybe the Eagles, but I think the Seahawks is probably the only team that I can probably feel comfortable about saying that they'll give the 49ers a run. 7, I got the Buccaneers. I hate the fact that I got them there because I'm never a fan of Baker Mayfield, but I just got to call a spade a spade. Baker's playing well. He's not giving up the cheeks. He's not turning the ball over like crazy like we're used to seeing. He's giving the football to the playmakers, giving it to Evans, giving it to Godwin, giving it to Rashad White in the backfield. He's just not making the mistakes that we've come accustomed to. So we got a 7, Nick.
I got the Bengals. If Joe Burrow's healthy and Joe Burrow and Chase start doing that week in and week out, don't forget how good they are. Their timing was off. He didn't look good. And rhythm was off early. But if they're back and that's a week in and week out thing, they're a top team. And I might even have them too low. We know what Burrow can do.
I'm not mad at the pick. I just need to see it again.
That's why I got them lower. They do it again this week. I can put them top 5 because that's where we had them preseason.
Especially
they
against
start to look like the team that we thought they were, and they do it, and they repeat it this week.
Oh yeah. But they got a tough matchup.
Forget how good they are, man.
Oh
Even
no,
with T. Higgins dinged up, they're phenomenal.
They are. It's just that we'll see what happens because I think they got a tough matchup this week with Seattle. So we'll talk about that in just a moment. Number 8. Who you got at 8, Nick?
I got Seattle.
Okay, Seattle at 8. I like that. I got Cowboys at 8. Look,
interesting. You must have saw a lot of things you liked on Sunday night.
Look, I got the talent's still there. Okay, so the talent for the Cowboys is not.
Never been a problem with that team. It's putting
that's
it
not
together.
a problem. That's not a problem.
The most talented roster in the NFL. Maybe aside from the quarterback position, it's insane how talented they are.
Here's what kills me, and this is we are literally in pretty much 5 games. This is what we've gotten from the Cowboys. We got some real Jekyll and Hyde shit.
Who'd they beat?
Well,
beat the Giants. They beat the Jets.
Yes.
They lost to the Cardinals. They got blown out by the 49ers. Who's their other win?
I can't even remember. Off the top of my head.
I got it.
Yeah, pull it up for me. I know the Giants, Jets, and
they smashed the Patriots. So their only 3 wins are Jets, Giants, and Patriots.
Terrible teams.
2 of them are terrible.
I figured if I try to sneak it in, no. Just all right. I do not like that Vera Tucker loss for the year. That's not a good one. But
in the same field too, man.
Yeah, bro. If I was him, I'm like, yo, I'm never going back to Denver, bro.
Go on. You didn't let me talk about the refs. I don't want you talking about Achilles injuries. Look,
Cowboys. Look, this is why I'm skeptical about you guys. You got the talent. You beating up on the teams you're supposed to win against. All right. So that's one part. But then the teams that you're supposed to beat, like a Cardinals team, you lose to them. And that was a bad loss. Say what you want. Okay, so I can understand losing to the 49ers. I just think the 49ers are that above a lot of teams in the NFL. They kicked your ass. Call it what you want.
I hope the Chargers smoke them again on national TV 2 weeks in a row.
I
hope that they don't take Marty Schottenheimer Jr. They don't let him make any decisions.
Hey, you know what's crazy, Nick? I've been going back and forth on that pick on the Pick'em League like for the last hour. I've been going back and forth because I can see it going one way or another. We'll talk about that in a second. Yeah. But
Cowboys, like which coach can fuck up least?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Who's gonna fuck up the least?
Who's gonna fuck up the first? Who's gonna fuck up the most?
Yeah, it's really that's like putting me and Mel on a show together. Who's gonna say the most inappropriate thing quicker?
Depending on the day, I don't know who it is. It's almost like
exactly. It'd be a game of who can lower the bar more between these 2 coaches.
But look, you can't lose to the Cardinals and then like lose to the 49ers in that fashion, and then Michael Parsons got the nerve to open up your mouth and say, I don't like what you did, George Kittle, with the F. Dallas t-shirt. Like, well, stop whining. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Stop whining. You got your ass kicked.
Do something about it.
Do something about it. Exactly.
Bitches talk, men fight back. You're talking on Monday, bro. Shut up.
After getting your ass kicked.
And I like Parsons. He says a lot of good things. I think he's got a unique take. But you got your ass kicked.
Take it.
Oh, if we see you again. You just saw us yesterday and you got your doors blown off. Why don't we talk about it's not the what if and What the Undertaker say? Phony, tough, and crazy brave. That's what you sound like. Well, if we see you again, you're not going to beat us by 32.
Yeah, they'll beat you by 42.
49.
Look, there's no way you don't want to see that team no more. Like, come on.
Fucking Sam Darnold didn't they'll win by 25.
Yeah.
Where you got Dallas at? I'm sorry, I had to jump out.
I got Dallas at 8. I don't even think Nick even has them on the top team. I figured that. 9. I got the Bills at 9.
I can see that.
Is Jekyll as high as the Cowboys are? I think the Bills have kind of been Jekyll and Hyde too. Like,
but not as
losing Milano, and White really hurts.
Yeah,
that kills him. That kills that defense.
Aside from the D line, Milano is the cog in the middle of that defense. Then he makes a lot of great plays.
He does.
He'll blitz well. He'll cover well. He'll read run gaps.
You know what's crazy?
Next to Josh Allen, the most irreplaceable player on that team with everything he does.
And I agree with you on that. And the funny thing about it is Milano's he's not even probably the most gifted athletically linebacker in the NFL. Not even close to it. Yeah.
He's
smart as hell.
Football internet.
Yeah, he got good football IQ and he's a cog right there. Who you got at 9, Nick?
I got the Ravens.
I
know they lost. I don't know. I just think. Give me a second. Nikki's calling.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, come back. I got Ravens at 10. So he has.
I got them at 10.
I got him at 10. I just think.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I want to give an honorary mention at 10. The Buccaneers.
I got him at 7, man.
Yeah, I got him at 10 because I'm still waiting for that fall off on Baker Mayfield.
It's coming.
You know what I'm saying? So, if we're judging, like I go back and say, we're judging from what we've seen from week 1 and now, I can see you rating him at 7. But the fact that it's Baker Mayfield, he might be in the right scheme, got the right pieces around, that's why he's looking good. But one thing about Baker Mayfield is that he gets a little happy and try to force some things, and that causes turnovers.
Yeah.
And you get the right team, put the right pressure on him, the whole Baker Mayfield will show up and start turning the ball over.
I'm with you. And that's the only reason why I got him at 7 is because the other shoe hasn't dropped yet on Baker. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at some point in time.
Don't forget that division's got a very easy schedule.
It's weak.
They beat the Bears. They beat Minnesota. They beat the Saints.
Yeah, it's weak.
They lost to the Eagles. They're not very impressed. I'm shocked that you have them that high, to be honest with you.
Well, that's the only reason I got them that high is just because they've taken advantage of a weak schedule and they haven't turned the ball over. So I'm not gonna, play.
Well, this Sunday will show who they are.
Oh yeah, because they got a good team coming.
Both sides, actually.
No, I feel you. I
think for the Lions too that they're going up against a good defense and see how they can overcome with that pressure with the defensive lines coming in. I'm about to say Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff's face. Can he just keep his poise and just drop the ball off or take the sack if you have to live another day and not throw the pick?
Yeah, we'll see. Go ahead and drop what you were saying, Nick, about Ravens at 9 that you got them right there.
I just think they're too talented. Like the other day was a bad performance, bad interception in the end zone. The defense disappears, let them go down the whole length of the field to score. I just think they're better than that. I think that's just, you chalk that up to a bad game against a rival. That's always a close, hard-fought game. And I think they're better long term than the Steelers are, because I think the Steelers are just dog shit at quarterback. He throws one up, Pickens gets lucky and walks it in. Like, you know what I mean? It was a jump ball. It was here, go get it. It wasn't like I read it, I ripped it, and then the guy was wide open. I don't know. I'm not impressed with the Steelers. Like, I know Watt and Fitzpatrick are remarkable on defense. But I just think that they are the Patriots. They're going to have to win on defense and the other team making mistakes because they don't have a quarterback to win.
I think
the Ravens, as down as I am on Lamar as a passer, I think you got to see Lamar start getting out of the pocket more, man.
Yeah.
I think he's better out of the pocket.
I can agree with you on that. I don't like the fact they're trying to stick them in the pocket. It's like you can't force a square peg in a circle hole. Like you just gotta sometimes.
I do it all the time.
Sometimes you gotta adjust. And if Lamar Jackson is a better passer on the run, moving him out the pocket and do it. It's okay.
You know what I never noticed till right now with this angle that he's at? He looked like a crackhead Gary Payton.
Oh wow. GP, are you with me?
He do look like GP though, right?
Oh my God, the vegan version, huh?
And I'm only saying this now because I know he can't come back with that smart ass shit where he's
at. So I got Ravens at 10 actually. For some of your same reasons, I just think they're just not.
The way you reacted when I had them at 9, I thought you were like laughing at me for it. You're
no.
Okay.
I thought you would have probably had them a little lower, or closer to 10. But I mean, 10-9 is not that much of a difference. I just got them at 10, and just because my thing is, we've been waiting. For some reasons, like you said, I'm waiting for them to actually start putting Lamar Jackson in better situations when it comes to the passing scheme. The offense, the play calling is a little bit iffy.
Appreciate it, man.
And quite,
I think
you don't want a replay of last week when there's at least 2 or 3 touchdowns dropped. I mean, that's pathetic.
That I saw.
Yeah.
I was also sitting there with some nervous energy and tried to get some conversation going in the Facebook group. And I know if I throw out one of my takes, I'm like, I know this will get the what the fuck's wrong with you, man? Like,
get the I.O.W. Facebook going.
yeah. They're like, oh, Nick's at it again. We got to go dispute Nick. I'm like, go ahead, man. Once this game starts with the Jets, man, my phone goes on mute and goes face down on the other side of the room. So I was throwing out some 4:15 takes, like let these motherfuckers go out for a little bit.
Pretty much kick the beehive.
Check back in at halftime. My 10, I got the Jaguars. I just think that.
I was tempted.
I just think they're a team that's offensively waiting to explode. You see Ridley and Lawrence showing signs of we're about to be an elite connection. He's got the connection with Kirk. ETN looks like a boss. I just think Zay Jones has a really good connection with him.
Yeah, I love Zay Jones. Ugh.
So I just think that the Jaguars, and I mean the Jaguars played the Colts this week, but
yeah, we'll see what happens.
I can't have the Cowboys in there. I can't have the Steelers in there right now. You're a top 10 team. You don't get blown out and embarrassed like that. If the Giants came back and won after losing 40-0, none of us are putting the Giants in the top 10. So how am I going to have the Cowboys up there? You lost to the Cardinals and you got blown out in a non-competitive matchup. To me, you don't deserve to be a top 10 team.
It's the same thing with the Cowboys, man. You say every year, and we said it again this year. McCarthy, Prescott. A combination of both will happen in the game, or one or the other.
Hey, at this point, since we can't figure out which one of the two of them is of the bad football, just get rid of both of them.
You had an argument for me.
Here's why it won't happen. Here's why it won't happen. Their owner / GM would have to admit they didn't get it right. He's so hell-bent on being right.
Yeah.
He won't
do it.
Yeah, you're right. I think you bring up a good point.
Trust me. The LA Dodgers are the Cowboys of the MLB.
No, that ain't fair. They won a World Series within the last 5 years, so don't say that.
But still, man, every year
and let's not forget the N bombs that Jerry Jones was throwing at Jackie back in the day. So don't compare the Cowboys to the Dodgers. We know Jerry Jones was not liking that line being crossed.
I'll say it for you. Who put this nigga on the team?
Hey yo! All right, so let's jump into some of these matchups for Week 6. Obviously we're kicking off tonight. Chiefs Broncos. Good luck, Broncos. But look, let me say,
good luck in the whole NFL season.
Well, yes, good luck in the season, and we were about to talk about it, so I'm glad that we're here now. I'm just gonna say this: the Broncos do play the Chiefs tough because of division rivalry. You know, they play them tough. I know I don't even consider it a rivalry anymore. The last time the Chiefs lost to the Broncos, my oldest was 2 months old. She's 8. So that tells you the history of what's been going on with that. But I'll say this. I won't be surprised if it's a close game just because it's division opponents.
I'll be surprised. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I can't even get the Broncos that much credit.
I'm not trying to give them that much credit. I'm just saying that because the division aspect is real. But I'm gonna say this, and we got to have a conversation about the Broncos. They are absolutely trash. Absolutely trash. And how dare Sean Payton have the nerves to say what he said earlier in the season, and then you get 70 put on you, and then the team that you said it to, you couldn't do nothing with the Jets last week.
Dude,
you couldn't do nothing with the Jets.
We scored 31. We had 1 offensive touchdown, Brees Hall, 5 field goals, and 9 points from the defense on the fumble recovery and the safety. 4 of those field goals were kicked from inside the red zone. We could have put 50 on them if we convert and finish those drives. They got cute because they knew that they manhandled the Broncos in the second half. If this defense played in the first half like they play in the second half, you'd see the 85 Bears. Because in the second, you saw it firsthand a couple weeks ago. In the second half, we're fucking, you can't do anything on us. Figure that shit out during the week and start the game like that.
Yeah, you got to put it together for 4 quarters, and if you do that, you got something that's something, and that's right. You know, like I said, I've never been a big Nathaniel Hackett fan, but he has to just do better at making sure that he can. You know, there's some things that Zach Wilson really can do really well. I mean, the guy can throw on the run, he can move the pocket for him, put him on some bootlegs.
Yeah, stop being predictable. Change it up. I know we'll get into them later, but back to the Broncos.
Big garbage, bro.
How do you go from that defense last year? I mean, was Chubb that valuable?
No. You know what I'm gonna call it, Nick? I don't know how the hell Vance Joseph still has a job. I'm just gonna be honest.
He'll be the first one to go, right? They get embarrassed tonight. They give up 40 tonight.
Yeah, but come on, Nick.
Why would you keep him at that point?
He should have been gone after 70. What are we talking about?
I'm saying, I know. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think it's justified if you get blown out again tonight.
Yeah,
and 70 it's not competitive.
70 getting put on you is justified. I'd have been fired. I'd have fired Sean Payton, Vance Joseph. I would have traded everybody. I'd have cleaned house after 70. Yeah. And I'm not going to keep.
I'm owner. I would have just said to them, "Listen, I'm firing you from here, but I'm still paying you for the next couple of years. You're going to be checking receipts at the door at Walmart, motherfuckers." I'm paying you. You take that. If you're just going to take your little color marker and mark plays, why don't you just take the yellow Sharpie and just circle the fucking pay button on the Walmart receipt?
Go ahead, hit the receipts, dog.
Yeah. I'm walking out with 7 TVs. Sean Payton's like, yeah, he bought Cracker Jacks. He's good.
I mean, look, the owners, I'd have told them, hey, man, we about to roll all this back like it's Walmart, bro. We about to go back and try to start over.
And I hope it gets worse because that's what you get for opening your mouth out of pocket when your team can't back it up. You don't write checks that your team can't cash.
That's a fact.
Right now, the only thing they're cashing is money on the other team in Vegas. They're not good. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say, I was watching one of them damn sports shows, and they're going to have the nerve to say that we're not judging Russell Wilson the same way we judge the rest of the quarterback. That's bullshit. We judge Dak Prescott the same way.
Yeah.
We judge all the rest of the dog shit quarterbacks the same way.
Yeah.
You can't say, it's not fair the way you judge it. I was like, man,
I
wish I could have called into the show. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Hey, Russell just not playing.
I mean, for what you had to give up to get him, that plays a factor into it. I don't care what nobody says. What you had to give up to get him, and the way he's performing, that don't add up. It just doesn't add up. And then you chop in what you had to do to get Sean Payton over there, and neither one of them performing. to any kind of level of goodness.
Yeah,
They
you're right.
ain't doing 500 kind of work.
I think the misconception is, oh my gosh, Russell Wilson, 11 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. You know, he's thrown for 1,200 yards, 67% completion percentage. I'm like, yeah, those numbers will fool you when all you're doing is deacon and dunking, and you're not really moving the ball down the field. First of all, and don't get fooled by that. He's still getting sacked at a rate of already 5 games in, and he's been sacked 15 times. So your defense is guaranteed 3 sacks every time you play him. So hey, let that marinate. I'm not getting fooled by the numbers. The offense is still not good. The team overall is still not good. Like that fumble, like you mentioned, that was bad. That was just terrible. I mean, what are we doing? Anyway, Ravens and Titans, they'll be over in London, England. Tottenham.
I just said this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I said this. In his last year in Seattle and the 2 years in Denver, I don't know if he started every game. I know there's a game he didn't start last year, but his teams are 13-26 the last 3 years, Russell Wilson.
That's trash.
So if he's not getting cooked the way he should be getting cooked.
Right.
I know he missed some games in Seattle. I know he missed a Jet game last year. So, but his team's 13-26 the last 2+ seasons.
Yeah, it's not looking too good.
So
Commanders. Yeah, Commanders, Falcons. I'm not a matchup I'm too enamored with, but Falcons have been playing well.
I'll take the Falcons in that game.
Yeah, I'm gonna rock with the Falcons on that. Commanders, I'm not falling for the juice
I'm
no
back
more.
And forth on it. That's a game I'm back and forth on. And right now, I looked at it before I went to therapy in the 2:00 hour, and I switched it to Falcons. That might change back, but right now I'm on the Falcons.
I don't like neither one of these quarterbacks. Desmond Ridder, not a fan of him. Sam Howell, tried. I come on. I can't. I don't like this.
They can establish the running game. Falcons can with Bijan and old boy. I don't think his name.
Tyson Algier.
Yeah, something. Like, yeah. They can establish them early.
Tyler Algier.
That'll help open up the passing game, and then. He didn't have to do that much. Desmond Ridder don't have to do that much. Just kind of dink and dunk, right?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna say one thing about him. And I mean, you can say it about any quarterback in general, but if he has a clean pocket, he's a decent quarterback. So I think what give him a clean pocket is establish that running game, because then those linebackers can't just come and pin their ears back and come on in. So they have to pause a little bit. He can go ahead and hit those quick slants.
Pause for the calls.
Right.
Now, here's a matchup that I think we kind of alluded to it earlier. I think this is the best matchup of Week 6. Seahawks, Bengals, man. I think this is going to be.
What Bengals you going to get?
Well, that's it.
I said, if you get to last year, towards the end of the season, Bengals, that's going to be a great game. And you get the Seahawks cooking, that'd be a great game. If you get the beginning of this year, Bengals, I go Seahawks all day long.
No, I feel you. I'm actually like, now go ahead, Nick.
Go ahead, Nick.
Go.
Now go ahead.
As much as I love to talk shit, as you two know, it's one of my one of my best abilities is my mouth, right? And popping shit off.
Hey, easy.
Do what? What do you say?
Easy.
Well, easy, bro.
Easy.
Yeah. You don't want to see your best ability is your mouth, but relax. Relax.
You're doing your off time is on you.
Yeah, but like, whoa. I know a couple of corners I can put you, dog. Chill.
Let the whole train line up and let them testify. You want to talk on the mic? So, as I'm trying to say in a sports show, gentlemen,
the boy trains you well.
I love trash talk. I love shit talk.
Yeah.
But don't do it before an opponent. And I'm calling out DK Metcalf.
Oh.
You just saw Chase go off for 15 catches, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, and you're like, oh, he's good, but my boy Spoon gonna cover. Yo, shut the fuck up, man. Why are you putting that dude, a rookie, out in that position? All right, Tyler Wood or Tariq Woodland, you want to go on the other side of the field? Yo, if Burrow and Chase are on fire, they're gonna burn all you motherfuckers. It's gonna look like Lamar's background.
For real.
On fire.
Like, don't talk shit about an elite. Like, you weren't talking shit about Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison, Manning or Wayne,
Right.
Tom Brady and the referees. Great connections throughout time. Patrick Mahomes and the
Really, bro? Really?
But you can't. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm taking the Bengals. I think you threw a grenade that you shouldn't have thrown, and on a team that's looking for a reason to unite after they were bickering, I'm fucking always open 2 weeks ago, and now they're like, all right, we bickered a little bit, but you see it with Diggs and Allen. It happens. The way that NFL wide receivers are nowadays, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of who and when. The next one is gonna fucking do whatever he's got to do to get the ball and to make a scene and get silenced by feeding him the rock. So,
right.
Yeah, I hope the Seahawks get waxed. I really do. I hope the Bengals drop 45 on them.
Yeah. I think that's an interesting matchup for sure.
I got a lot of hate in me, Mel. I got a lot of hate in me.
I see, man. I see that.
Colts and Chargers. I actually think that's an actual interesting matchup too.
I just think
Colts and Jaguars.
People live in those areas.
Yeah, Colts and Jaguars. My fault. That AFC South is quite surprisingly turned into a more competitive division than I thought it would. I'm slightly surprised by that. The Texans have been playing well. Colts and Jaguars.
That's a surprise team right
there. Titans, they're not bad. They're not shabby. You still got some things to work on, but overall, as a conference. But Coach Jaguars right here, I think this is a toss-up. You can go either way. So I'm still kind of unchosen on which team I'm a rock with on that pick 'em. So I don't know which way to go yet, but I can see both of these teams winning, honestly. So
yeah, but isn't Anthony Richards, is he playing?
No, he'll be out.
He's short-term IR, 4 weeks. It's Gardner Minshew's team right now.
That's what I thought. I don't know, man. If Richards playing, I would go lean towards the Colts. He ain't playing. I don't know about the lean towards him. Yeah. But he's been playing. He's playing pretty well for it.
Yeah, but he got to find a way to find his durability and get it right, because this is 5 games in, and he's
that's running quarterback rookie. You know what they do.
Well, it's not about the running part. It's just about how he's taking care of his body, as in trying to make sure.
I'm saying like a lot of when they first come in, especially big body ones.
Yeah,
they see they can absorb them hits. They don't think about how they gonna land. Sometimes sliding when you need to slide, because you waiting for the long haul. You're not in it just for this game you playing today. You're in for the next 8 to 10 or however many years you're able to play. And so you gotta think about saving your body for the long haul and not just for that one game. It looks nice when you run in and you put your head down and you might truck a linebacker, but you got one time you go against the wrong one or you fall wrong, you out.
Yeah. You got to figure that out.
Right.
Yeah, because it's like I said, 5 games in, he came out of 2, missed a third, and that's 5 games already. So I'm like, come on, bro. Come on, Pimp. Yeah, we got to figure this out. So it's
something to be said too for when you've played football your whole life and you've always been by far the most athletic player out on the field. The NFL will humble you very quickly. And the young man needs to learn that you're too valuable to try to be playing a fullback as you're playing quarterback.
Yeah. Right.
Hey, fair point.
That's a good point.
And that game,
I hate to agree with you.
Give me the Colts because the Jaguars coming back after 2 weeks in London.
Yeah, they can win in London. I don't know if they can win in Florida.
Right. London, they new home.
Let's just call it spade, dog.
Fish and chips.
Yeah, they probably heavy on them fish and chips. They probably celebrate like a mother. 2-game winning streak, baby. We win now. Let me get a pint and them fish and chips, mate. Whatever. Panthers, Dolphins. I don't think we need to talk about this. They're going to get Bryce Young killed out there in Carolina. That offensive line is probably one of the worst in the league. And hey, I tried to tell y'all, Frank Reich is a fraudulent head coach. I've been trying to tell people left and right. He's a fraudulent head coach. He needs to be a quarterback coach. I probably wouldn't even put him in charge of my offensive coordinator duties. I'd probably
put him I mean, I say he fraudulent at that because what he haven't made breaks. He don't look good. He ain't
He
make
ain't putting
you
he
know
ain't put him in no good positions.
he put him in good positions. Put him in ways like get rid of the ball quick. Stop holding the ball. That's one thing first you should tell him. I find some of his sacks because he holding the ball too damn long.
Well, it kind of goes into the fact that come on, Adam Thielen is your best wide receiver threat.
I can't say Adam Thielen is a pussy.
No, Adam's old. He's 33.
Still, he forever complaining about something. Man, shut the fuck up. Football.
Jeez, that's an old Lions fan, and you hating on the Vikings.
No, I'm just saying, but
Vikings wide receiver.
I the more and more I watch him, he's forever whining about something.
No, yeah, Panthers is just a bad team. I think they're coached badly. This is what happens when you had a coach that actually saved your season and made you competitive, and you didn't even give them a chance to even come back and right. Anyway, that's another topic, another conversation, another thing. Vikings Bears. This is probably the toilet bowl matchup of the week, but I'm gonna go
Vikings.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Vikings. I think they're probably a little bit better than the Bears, but they're not a lot better. They're not a lot better.
I'm taking the Bears.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
I'm not taking the Bears. Justin Jefferson being out.
Ooh, that is a fair point. That's a fair point.
Jefferson's out for at least 4 weeks with the hammy.
Yeah. I still think you have better.
I know now you can double Hawkinson and see if these other guys can eat. Hawkinson was a nice second weapon behind Jefferson, but there's too many question marks. Fields, as much as people want to talk about Eberflus and Getsy, they've fucking been on fire the last 2 weeks. I mean, they blew the lead against the Broncos, but they scored 31 there. They were lighting it up against Washington on the road. So I don't see why they wouldn't do it again against Minnesota.
That's fair. That's a fair point. 49ers and Browns. Browns coming off the bye. Yeah, welcome back to regular season. You get the 5-0 most dominant team in all of NFL. I think that's a sure loss for the Browns for sure. I think that's fair to say. So I don't even think we need to spend too much time on that. Yeah, keep it moving. Anyway, Saints Texans. This is actually a not too bad of a matchup.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans win that game.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Hey, that defense
the Saints haven't been looking that great, man.
Yeah, the quarterback play is pretty trash. Whether it's Derek Carr or James.
For real.
Say what you want.
I had to take the Texans, man.
Yeah, I'm probably rock with the Texans on that. Patriots and Raiders. I thought they were.
I can't give no props to the Patriots right now. Mac Jones looks like
I love it. If you listen carefully, that's the game passing Belichick by.
Hey, so let's have that conversation. Let's have that conversation real quick.
I've been holding that joke since Monday.
So let's have that conversation real quick.
Go ahead.
I think I'm on that point with Belichick where I've already got to the point where I feel like it was more Brady than Belichick. I've already gotten to that point. All right. I'm at the point now where we can't keep. We can't.
You know how hard that was for me to admit. I'm there also.
Oh, trust. But I think I'm at that point now where we can't. I think Belichick is living on his Doc Rivers ish, where I've been living off my 6 championships long enough. And
somebody brought this up the other day. He's 22 wins away from the record. They're like, it might take him 4 years. He's 72.
So I'm gonna put it to you this way. General manager Bill Belichick, in my opinion, has already gotten Bill Belichick head coach fired.
Yeah.
Because Bill Belichick, the GM, has been doing such a piss poor job the last 4 years that he can't bail out. The coach of Bill Belichick can't bail out the
Neither
GM.
one is helping the other one succeed.
No.
And let me add this to it, though.
Go ahead.
If you're Robert Kraft, you can't fire him. There's no way you could fire Bill Belichick. He gave you 7. He took you to 10 Super Bowls. He won 7 of them. You can't
Hey,
fire
man.
him. You have to
It's
go to
all
him and
about
say, "Hey, listen,
what did Janet
we're
Jackson
grateful
say?
for
What
what
have
you've
you
done."
done for me lately? Do, do,
Thank
do,
you.
I
do.
get it,
Losing
But
like
you're
a
not firing him.
mother.
You're not firing him.
Man, come
You
on,
can
man.
convince him to retire,
That's a
like
fire.
the Giants did
That's a nice word,
with
fire.
Coughlin. You can convince
Mhm.
him to retire or resign or step down.
Hey, Nick, come on.
That's
You
just a
can't fire
save
him.
face fire.
Why
I'm just
not?
saying
Can
you
I
can't
not
fire
fire
him.
him? Bro,
I put it. Let me rephrase it.
you
I
as a
can't
CS
see
general
Bob Kraft
manager,
firing him. Let me word it that way.
man.
I
Okay.
can't see
Okay, that's
Bob
a better
Kraft
way of
firing
phrasing
him.
it.
I
Okay.
could see Kraft saying, "Listen, bonus. There's a wing to you. They will put a statue in front of you in the building, but it might be time for you to go." I could see
Here's
that.
the-
And Bill,
That's fair.
go
That's
ahead.
fair.
Here's
That's
the
a fair.
messed up part to that too. Normally, with somebody like that, you can say, "Let's move you to the front office," blah blah blah. But that's what you fuck up the most. You can't even offer that job to him. You know what I'm saying? Like nice
No.
smooth
Hey,
transition.
hey, go on with the win. He got to go.
That's the thing. But here's why I say. I think that, like you said, the GM part of him is so
It's
dog
trash.
shit that So we talked about the Brady over him. Brady was a good enough player to overcome some of those picks that he had. Some of those players that he put in position. Mac Jones is not.
Not even
So,
close.
Not even close. So I can't say it's his coaching per se as much as his picks of players that he puts on that team. Because defense still clicks.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Here's the problem about your take, Mel. And it's a
Go
good
ahead.
take. Here's the problem. The minute that Christian Gonzalez went down for the season, and the moment that Matthew Judon went down and was going to be out for foreseeable future, that throws everything out the window because now.
Yeah, but how many teams? There's a lot of
Fuck 'em.
defenses you can say that about.
Fuck them.
There's a lot of defense. There's a lot of defense you can say that about.
Yeah, but
look at the Chiefs. When Chris Jones was gone, did it look the same?
Yeah, but look at it this way. That's the only thing that's keeping the Patriots even relevant in any type of game is that defense.
I agree.
Fuck them.
Hey,
and their mamas too.
You can't have key pieces on your defense. That's the only thing that's keeping you in games. Have them missing.
A lot of defenses are built that way, though, man. A lot of defenses are built that way. A lot of the NFL. You can go down the line. Look at last year.
But I'm talking about in specific of New England Patriots and Bill Belichick. There's no way that defense is nowhere close as any good. Missing Christian Gonzalez, who was a rookie, was playing great, and Matthew Judon, who was all their pass rush. That to me, I don't. Come on, now you just added more question marks to the Patriots. So I hate to say it, I think the Raiders might win this game.
They're gonna win the game. I mean, Jimmy G is like crap too, but they still win the game.
Hey, Jimmy G's gonna enjoy that beating Belichick.
Man, Jimmy G,
McDaniels, Josh will fucking
yeah,
love it.
I forgot. Josh McDaniels is there too. He's gonna enjoy that.
I'll root for the Raiders, man. I'm rooting for the Raiders this week.
Same here.
All right.
You'll never hear me say this, folks, especially my Chiefs people. It's probably the only time that I'm rooting for the Raiders is because they can beat the Patriots. I'm okay with that.
Good.
Lions and Buccaneers. I think this is a good matchup for your Lions.
It'll be a good matchup.
Yeah.
Good matchup.
This is a good matchup. Break it down for us real quick.
Like I said before, I think that the biggest thing is how the Lions gonna match up with their defense. I think it's gonna be a defensive game more than an offensive game. I think that if the Bucks put a lot of pressure on Jared Goff, then it's gonna be a long game. But if the Lions can establish that run game early and often with Montgomery, I think Gibbs is playing this game. Use Gibbs, like he should be used. I use him as a between the tackle type runner, getting him out in open space, make the speed of the linebackers have to chase him.
If he plays, right?
Yeah. And then Jameson Williams, man, he has to catch the ball.
Yeah, you got to start getting him
involved. You can talk about potential all day long, but after a while, nobody's gonna really pay that much attention to you. And you can no longer be used as a decoy because go drop it anyway.
Yeah.
I think Jameson Williams has to, he has to catch the ball. And then I think St. Brown is playing. And then on the defensive side of the ball, the Lions, man, they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to see Hutch, man. And Hutch he been balling. He been
Yeah,
balling. Now, hopefully that the rest of the line can step up and Ken when he's getting double teamed and chipped and everything. They can actually put pressure on Baker Mayfield. I think that pressure on Mayfield and as the game goes on and the score stays kind of close, with Baker Mayfield gonna try to do the Superman thing and make things happen. That's when the state's gonna kick in, and the Lions gotta have to
yeah.
capitalize on that.
And it's funny
All
that you
right,
brought that up because I think that's where I'm at. Is what's up with the quarterback situation? Just because I think Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff, yes, just a separation. I will take Jared Goff over Baker, but I don't think it's that much of a separation between the two because I think they both can be a little turnover happy, especially when the pressure gets into their face. So, what you think about this, Nick?
I'll say what you two didn't have the guts to say. Lions in a fucking blowout. I don't think the Bucks are that good. I don't think the Bucks are that good. The one good team they played, the Eagles, they looked like they were not an NFL team.
The offense didn't, for sure.
Yeah.
Baker
I mean, they lost 25-7, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I see the Lions putting it on them too. I really do. If the Lions play like the Lions are capable of, and that line dominates, and they get the run game going, Montgomery, and they got the weapons, I think the Lions can smack them.
That's fair.
And I'm glad Mel's not in the show to hear this. I hate talking good about a team. And
oh no, he heard it. Trust me.
I heard you, motherfucker.
Cardinals.
I think. I'm sorry. Let me.
No, go ahead.
Real quick. I don't disagree with you in a sense, though, Nick. But I think that it's one of those games that we say a classic trap game because I think that the Bucks defense still got to give them some credit. Offense is, they got weapons, but Baker Mayfield is the X factor.
Baker Mayfield.
You know what I'm saying?
Baker Mayfield is still Baker Mayfield.
And I think that's what it is. But you got to give the credit to Godwin and Mike Evans. I mean, really, that's their offense. The run game is crappy.
Well, it's not because it's crappy. It's just because you're not using it for some reason. I don't understand it. Well, because I don't know. It is regardless of here or there. Cardinals Rams.
I think the honeymoon is over. I think that midnight strikes and the carrots turn back into a pumpkin on Baker.
What Lamar got to do with this?
I think it gets really ugly on Sunday in this game. I really do. What do you say?
I hate him.
What do you say?
No, don't pay no attention in here, man.
I said, what Lamar got to do with this?
No, he's talking about the clock struck midnight. He's trying to talk shit. Don't worry about him. He's a motherfucker hater. Like, I'm about to call Lowe's right now and be like, hey man, y'all got an employee on the phone right now.
Oh wow. He right now. Look at him right now.
Yeah, he right now. Cardinals and Rams. 1-4 Cardinals who have actually been playing tough football. I guess they didn't get the memo that they were
against the Cowboys.
Well, no, just all season they didn't get the memo that they were supposed to tank. Because they're not tanking. They're not. And the Rams, I know they're 2-3. They've been in every game, and I'm actually been kind of shocked by that as well. Because I thought they were going to have a bad season, but here we are. I don't know. I'm gonna go Rams just because I think they're a slightly better team, but Cardinals going to play tough, man. They're going to play them tough. What you say about it?
I got the Rams now that you got Cup back, teaming him up with the Tua. That'll open things up for Kyrie Williams in the back.
Puka. Oh, so interesting trade. I don't know if anybody saw this. So the Rams traded Vance Jefferson to the Falcons, and they got like a 6th or 7th or something swap pick for him. Here's the thing for the Rams. It's telling me that they believe in Puka, which hey, he's made them smart so far. So I understand that. But I'm looking at the Rams in that trade. I'm like, wait, so you're gonna add another offensive player to your roster when your offense has already been struggling because of your quarterback situation. So giving them more weapons, does that? I don't know if that is going to help in anyway. I don't think it's going to help anything. But
I think every team can use speed, right? You look at what the Dolphins are doing. You can always find a way to use speed.
I get that.
Jefferson can get downfield, right? That opens up Pitts in London. who aren't the biggest burners, but
I'm at this point that Tua is far better than Ritter. So I mean, I think
true. I'm not comparing the two of them, but
look at the guy that's pulling the
if
trigger.
you got somebody you could take the top off, and then that prevents the doubles from rolling towards Pitts or rolling towards London, it can only help you, right? Those guys are good enough to win one-on-one matchups, but I don't think neither one of them are great enough to beat doubles.
Yeah, I feel you on that. AP, yeah.
I think Pitts has the potential. He's haven't just lived up to it.
Well, he has had some injuries, but I just think he gets clamped down, man. Like what's going on? Like he disappears. Hey, Eagles Jets. Here we go. Big homie Nick Shine, man. Break it down for us, man. What's going to happen in this game with Eagles Jets, man?
I'm going to talk about the Eagles first.
Yeah, go ahead.
They do not look like the Eagles team from last year. Last year, they were smacking people. They were up 17-0, and they never turned off the gas. They kept going, and they were a well-oiled machine. Hurts didn't make any bad decisions. They're dinged up on defense. Nakobe Dean is still out. Jalen Carter didn't practice today. Slay didn't practice today. If you're going without Slay and Carter and already losing Dean, that's a lot. That's a lot, man. And the Jets' strengths match up well against the Eagles, because when you put Sauce and DJ Reed against Smith and Brown, that's strength versus strength. It's going to be a matter who gets the things I'm worried about. I'm worried about tight end Dallas Goedert, coming off a big game. I think he had 8 for 117 and a TD against the Rams. Historically, the Jets have issues covering that, but Quincy Williams has been playing like an all-pro linebacker in coverage, and you saw him blitz and end the game the other day, 2 sacks in the final 2 minutes. It sucks we lost Elijah Vera Tucker, but you saw Sunday for the first time, 22 carries, a couple catches. This is going to be Breece Hall's offense, and I told you guys, it's going to be the eye test, and we'll know when Breece Hall is Breece Hall, and he didn't get caught from behind like he did in Buffalo. And he didn't get overzealous and trip his blocker like he did in the Kansas City game and tripped up Conklin on what he could have took to the house. He said himself on Tuesday, I should have had 3 touchdowns Sunday. So you're seeing Breece Hall play with confidence.
He's back. I think he's back.
I think it's scary with that. He's like, I'm not there yet. I missed some opportunities. I think that's scary for the entire football league, because you're seeing a very, and I'm not saying it because he's wearing our jersey. I'm happy as hell that he is. But
I'm just happy that he's playing.
Will be 1 year. Monday's 1 year from when he ruptured it last year in Denver. And he's 5th in the league in rushing, leading the league at 8.2 yards a carry, and he's only got 62 carries. Yeah. So he's doing the part-time work, but giving you full-time results.
That's true.
So
he's breaking off some big
move Zach. You got to get Zach out of the pocket. You can't leave him a sitting duck there, especially now with Vera Tucker. You got to get the ball out of his hands quick. You got to move him out of the pocket. You got to use his athleticism as a strength and not reactionary. You got to use it as part of an attack. Our defense at times for 2-3 quarters can shut everyone and anyone down. It's just a matter of how quick they get to that mode on Sunday. I think this game is closer than people expect. I think that the Jets will compete, and in the NFL, you never know what can happen if you're in a game late.
That's true. That's true.
We got elite special teams, which don't count them out.
Oh yeah. Oh hey.
We won a game on a punt return.
I'm still kind of up in the air on which way to choose. I'll probably make a decision by time Sunday gets here. Just because I just think that the Eagles, even though I have them number 2 in my top 10 rankings, I mean, Nick is 100% right. That offense hasn't clicked on all cylinders. The defense hasn't clicked on all cylinders. As a team, they haven't clicked on all cylinders. Just the fact of the matter is, I only got them number 2 is because they're undefeated. I just got to call a spade a spade. I show respect to undefeated teams because you got to play the schedule that's ahead of you, and you want them. But that doesn't leave them perfect, because they're by far not even close to being a perfect football team.
Hurts is making a lot of turnovers. He's making bad decisions. Yeah. The running game hasn't been there for him. He had like 8 for 28. He had 9 for 36. He's not getting those big runs. Now, the Jets have been susceptible to Mahomes, as you saw, and even Russell Wilson early in the game, breaking the pocket, running. They have used a spy later in the game with Huff, who Huff is phenomenal. Some of the numbers I'm going to give you right now on Bryce Huff, the Jets pass rusher, are insane. Micah Parsons gets a pressure every 8.1 snaps. TJ Watt gets one every 9 snaps. Myles Garrett gets a pressure every 11. Bryce Huff gets a pressure every 4.5 snaps.
I saw
Now,
that.
granted, he's not out there for the run downs, so it's more, he's used as a pass rush specialist. But they benched a healthy Carl Lawson last week because he's just not doing his job. And I love that the Jets are not afraid to say, you got a big paycheck, we have to pay you. No, and there's some teams who operate that way, right? The Jets said, you know what, you're not producing, you're a healthy scratch this week, dude. Yeah. So you got Huff, you got JJ, you got Will McDonald, you got young, speedy guys who can get at the quarterback, and then you got the big monsters inside who can get there too. So I am very worried about Vera Tucker being out and Max Mitchell stepping up. We did bring La'el Collins in yesterday for a workout. He also went to the Giants for a workout. No deal signed yet with anybody. But I'm all for bringing in La'el Collins and having him and Becton be your tackles on the outside. You can go get another offensive lineman, man. We learned last year with starting 13 guys, you can never have enough offensive linemen.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I think this game's closer than people think.
No, I don't think there's a blowout either way. I think this is a dogfight. There's going to be two physical teams they're going to beat the snot out of each other. That's just how it is. All right, NFL. Can we start flexing? Can we start flexing? No, not that. I'm talking about flex these damn games now. Why the hell we get another Giants in prime time? Why are we doing this? Why?
Because some people didn't listen to Nick when he said that last year was fraudulent, and this whole division's about to get exposed with the schedule. Speaking of the Eagles, they might lose 6 out of their next 8 games. Look at their schedule coming up. Have you looked at their schedule? Niners, Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Cowboys twice.
Ugh.
Like there's 7 of their next 9. Like it's tough until the last 3. It goes Giants, Cardinals, Giants. You look at their schedule through October, November, and half of December. It is rough.
Yeah, so they're going to be in a dogfight with the Jets, Dolphins. We know what they are. Commanders, come on, you should win that. Cowboys, you'll play them tough. Bills, tough. 49ers, hella tough. Cowboys, tough. Seahawks, tough. Yeah.
Seahawks. That's a rough. That's a rough stretch. Man.
That's a rough stretch
for anybody.
There's the only game that I see them that they should win is Commanders. That's the only one that I see them as a shoe-in.
Okay, other than that, took them to overtime.
Oh, that is true. They took them to overtime. So hell,
yeah, and that was in Philly about divisional matchups, right?
And that was in Philly. Yeah. So there's 3 division games in there. There's a 49ers. There's a Seahawks. There's a Bills, and you got a tough Jets and Dolphins. The whole AFC East is going to be tough for that whole schedule. Oh my gosh, yeah.
I looked at that today and I was like, oh my god, man!
I didn't notice that. I did not notice that. So that's going to be tough. But yeah, come on, Giants, come on, NFL, flex this shit, man. Come on. I'm sorry. The Giants are literally on the treading Patriots, treading Broncos. They're treading in that direction of absolutely complete dog crap. I don't want to see it on prime time no more. Bills in a rout.
Big time.
In a rout.
Big time. Really. I mean, the Giants are missing so many pieces. I would lay 17.5. I just think that the Bills roll them.
But I'm just in general, like, why stop doing this to us, NFL? I mean, it's funny that you say 17. They're already 14.5 underdogs already. So,
oh, right.
Like, my goodness, I'm just, come on, like, stop doing this as football fans. Stop doing this to us. Stop putting the Giants on prime time. And flex it out. Like, I know that. Get to it. They're trash. And then, of course, Monday night, Cowboys and Chargers. I'm still going back and forth on this one. I have no idea who I'm going with.
I don't either. They're the same team.
You glitched. What was the matchup Monday? Chargers, Cowboys?
Yeah, Chargers Cowboys.
That's Monday. Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea who I'm going because I can see it going
It's the
both
same
ways.
team, bro.
Yeah, they really are.
For real.
They refuse to run the ball.
I
They
mean,
try to throw the ball
you
like
look at the
hell.
personnel, you look at the coaching, same team.
No, that's what me and Nick
Quarterback.
were laughing at earlier. We was like, which coach is going to try to muck it up the most? I got Brandon Staley and I got McCarthy. We got two, muck it up kind of games. Mario Cristobal definitely took his coaching advice from both of them. Like he was like, "Hey guys,
Only advantage McCarthy he got a song.
hey, that is true. McCarthy has a sword he can fall on, and his name is Dak
Right.
Prescott. That's the only sword that can save his job. He's like, hey, well, look what I got at quarterback. Hey, come on.
Right. You can say that.
Now with Brandon Staley, there's no excuses, bro. Like he loves trying to give a game away. I don't like. Come on, dog. Like I don't know. This is what's making this pick so hard for me to make a decision on because I think this is more coach factor involved in the decision so much. I have no idea.
I'm gonna go Chargers though.
Me too.
Cowboys
Fuck the Cowboys and their fans. Fuck the Cowboys and their fans. Go get walked again on national television. It'd be great. If they get embarrassed 2 weeks in a row on national television, it would be the greatest thing in the world.
The Cowboys
it'll
get
keep social media quiet.
The Cowboys get routed again, and they have another primetime game. You flex that game, get NFL.
Well, Cowboys will never get flexed out because they bring in too much viewership with their fan base.
Yeah. People enjoy watching them lose.
And that's another factor. People who aren't Cowboys fans, we're going to tune in because we want to see them lose. And Cowboys, their fans, they're loyal. Whether they lose or not, they're going to watch, and they got one of the biggest fan base in all of NFL. So, and not to mention, their international fan base. They got an international fan base. That's one thing.
You ever see their home games? It's all South America. The South America team.
It's been real. Hey, I.O.W. Sports Network. Catch us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
That's what they mean when they say America's team. They mean South America.
South America.
Hey, man.
Mexico's in North America, right?
No, but he's talking about South America. Go down to Brazil, bro.
It's not a Mexican fan.
I don't want to leave Central America out here. I'm not one to discriminate.
You don't want to leave Central America out?
I don't want to discriminate. I want to leave Central America out of this.
Hey, man.
Cowboys gave out a deal down there, man. They were like, help build the stadium, get season tickets for life.
Somebody got to support that shit.
Hey, man. Hey, those are picks, a top 10 rankings.
Saw the guy at the 49ers game the other day. Hey, Holmes, what the fuck, man? You gave me these tickets. They don't look good. They shit.
Hey, Cowboys got they fans in the face.
Hey, guys, you gave me this fucking mask, man. No one can see what I look like.
Them Cowboys got they fans and they feelings, bro. I posted on the Facebook page. Homeboy, it was at his barbershop, a Hispanic dude. He had a signed Dak Prescott photo, and it pristine, had this everything on it. Yo, he banged it, broke the glass, threw it on the ground, took the picture out, tore it up. Like, no, he got it. Hey, Cowboys got they fans in they feelings. And it's crazy.
Do you know why? It goes back to what I said earlier. And this is Nick putting a beautiful ribbon again on a joke that you think is a joke, but it comes back to be serious. Their fans talk shit that their team can't cash. Every year, it's our year. It's our year. How? You didn't change your coach. You didn't change your quarterback. You didn't change your owner. We're supposed to believe that.
That's
now
the
you got
problem.
it right. Sit the fuck down, man. It's the same broken record. It's like somebody who is a habitual cheater, Mel, and all of a sudden goes, "Oh, this time I'm gonna be faithful." Oh yeah, 1 week in threesome in a club with a guy and a girl. Don't even care.
I had to do that. So the guy here.
Wow. I can't.
No, I don't judge you, man. I love you for you, bro. You love whoever you want to love, man.
Oh, wow. But hey, man, we gonna shut down shop, man. Hey, enjoy
All
your
right.
week 6. Enjoy your playoff baseball. Dodgers got sit packing in 3. Baltimore Orioles sit packing in 3.
Swept.
Yeah, swept. There's a lot of teams that were regular season heroes and got the broom to them. Hey, Braves, you're in trouble tonight. You got to win. Got to win.
That's another thing too. The Braves, man. Come
Yeah,
on, man. They're
Braves
like
got
the
to
best
win.
team in baseball.
Yeah.
It's a curse to win a lot of games, right?
Hey,
The
man,
Mets won 100 last year, right? They won 100. They got booted early. Yankees won 100 the year before. They get booted early.
Hey,
It's
it goes to
something to
show
be said
you.
about that team that has to fight, scratch, and claw till the end.
Yeah.
And the teams are in cruise control can never turn that back on and get that magic that they had in May and June.
Yeah. Hey, it goes to show you as good as you are in the regular season, you got to be better in the postseason. Postseason when it matters, baby. Postseason when it matters. For all you WNBA fans, hey, the Aces.
2-0.
Yeah, they
Great
already
dog walk.
Yeah.
Game 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, this guy. I can't stand
Man,
it.
I had to make my comments off air.
What's my man's name for the back off Connor
Bedard. Yeah. Hey,
he
NHL.
was good, man.
Hey, NHL is back in business, and yes, before you say it, Nick, yes, 2 black guys are talking about hockey, and you, the white boy, never brought it up. Yes, we know.
I love your support though, the WNBA, because whenever I see the upper deck, I go, "Oh man, look how dark it is up there." Mar must have bought every seat.
Hey man, we out, man. Good show. Great show.
Blackout.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. Watch some college football, watch some NFL football for sure. Don't forget Titans in Baltimore. That's your first game. It's an international game, so get your coffee brewing for you Ravens and Titans fans. Got to get up early. Got to get up early for that one. And then
can you please produce, man? I need more from you, bro.
Yeah. Sounds like somebody needs some fantasy love on their fantasy team.
Team's doing really well. He's just inconsistent. I got Josh Allen at quarterback. I got Pacheco and Henry at running back.
Yeah.
I got Ridley. I got Puka Nacua. I got Garrett Wilson. I'm loaded on this team. It's just guys are inconsistent.
Puka bar.
If Henry could start putting 20, 25 points a week up with 2 touchdowns and 115 yards, I love it. Yeah. But it might be the end of the road, man.
Hey, we get it. Hey, but you know what it is. Tap in with all the I.O.W Sports Network content, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, I.O.W Sports 1 on Twitter. You see it all. Scroll on the bottom of your screen. That's where you can find us at. You know what it is. Tap in. Proud New York Jets fans on YouTube. You got the No Name Podcast for you single how many Lions fans is there? What, 3 or 4? Is that how many views you get every show? Yeah, for all you 3-4 Lions fans across the nation, tap in with Detroit Man No Name Podcast and
I think wrong, man. They had Eminem at the game last week.
Oh yeah. Oh Eminem. Hey,
it's not Taylor Swift now. Sorry, it's not Taylor Swift, buddy.
Hey, no argument for me. I am done with this Taylor Swift crap. I was done with it when it started.
Oh my God, she's going to be there tonight. Of course, she'll be there. It's national television.
No, she'll be there tonight. I was so irritated, bro.
Let's go Broncos. Now I changed my pick. I want the Broncos to win because I do not want to see her being happy. I do not want to see her happiness. I do not want to. I'm so like a goddamn goalpost.
I'm so, bruh. I was so, bruh. Hey, Nick, the moment when I saw on Twitter, they was like, yeah, Taylor Swift going to be in the bed. I'm like, oh, here we go. Anyway, hey, man, if anybody's playing the Taylor Swift drinking game, how many times you got to take a shot every time she's, she gets shown on TV? Make sure you got a designated driver because you are going to be drunk. That's what it is. Hey, man, Polar Nights, man, appreciate you, man. Yes, thank you. Man, he said it's like the perfect evolution.
Oh, I shaved mine for the start of the season, man. I was down to here, Marno. I was big.
He's looking real mountain man. But no, man, we appreciate the love and support. Y'all tap in with us. All this social media is on the bottom of the screen. Until then, Detroit Mail, Big Homie Nick Shine, Wildcard Mark, man, we out here. Peace and love. Hey.